What's up, guys? Solief back in another video here on the second channel, Solief Plays. Now, today we're going to be ranking NFL wide receivers from the 2021-22 NFL season. You guys see it's kind of cut off here. There's like an ad covering it because I zoomed in. I also look at my face cam in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't know. It's like the only spot I could figure like kind of worked. So, yeah, I'm blocking off a couple players here, but I'm picking players from this side anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But this is the best tier list that I could find. There's a lot of tier lists. Or honestly, there's not even a lot of tier lists, but there's a couple, and a lot of them suck. But this is the best one that I could find by far. I feel like it has most of the receivers. If it's missing anybody, let me know in the comments if you were waiting for your favorite player. But I feel like it has a lot of them. But yeah, today we're gonna be ranking wide receivers. If this video reaches 30 likes, we'll do 30 likes because I do want to do the video and I don't want to make it too hard. 30 likes and I'll do the running back tier list video. So 30 likes for that. Sub up if you guys haven't. This is my second channel. It's not my main channel, so make sure you sub, turn on my noties. I'm gonna be a lot more active on this channel coming up here now that the legend grind has calmed down on 2K22. I'm finally legend. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to talk about that. But also, do you guys want to see like Fortnite videos? Because I'm going to keep doing tier lists, quizzes. I'll do some more GeoGuessr. But should I do Fortnite too? Because I can start recording my games when I play that like off stream. And like if I get a win or if I get a funny game, I could post those. Like, I don't know. Who would watch that? Let me know. But let's get into it. Wide receiver number 1. And if I'm not sure who it is, but I'm pretty sure I know all of them, I'll look it up. And also, actually, let me pull that up right now just so I have it. Where is it? This. Okay. Just so I can look at their stats. But I don't think we really have to for most of them. But AJ Brown is probably like an A tier for now. I might move them later, but for now, AJ Brown's going to go A tier. Looking at his stats, he only played 13 games, about 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. Yeah, we'll put him there. AJ Green. At this stage of his career, he's like a C tier. He was once a probably bottom of S tier. He was never like the best receiver in the game, but probably bottom of S tier for AJ Green in his prime Bengals days. But now he's like C, maybe even D. I'll put him C for now. Allen Robinson, he's a player that's really weird for me because I'm gonna get his stats. I think he was hurt too. Yeah, he was hurt. He never had a quarterback too. 400 yards, 1 touchdown, really bad. But he's okay. Like, I'll put him with. Maybe I'm doing like, I'll put him there for now. I might move him, but he's kind of hard to judge because his I'm going to put him B. I'll put him B. He's kind of hard to judge because his quarterback and his team situation, but we'll put Robinson in B. Next up is Amari Cooper. I would rather have Amari Cooper than Allen Robinson. That's personally me. But is Amari Cooper A? No. Honestly, who would be D? Because do I move these players down? I think I might have to move them down. Like, I might have to do that. Like, it feels bad putting AJ Green down there, but he's old now. Like, let me see. He had 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, but if AJ Green is not D, then who is? That's my problem. Should I put... All right, we'll see. We'll see as we go. We'll see as we go. We'll see. But for now, I got to put him down there. That feels weird, though, but we'll move on. Amon St. Brown, I'm pretty sure this is who it is. This next player here. And he had 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. He is a very good receiver. He's better than Allen Robinson, in my mind. And when it comes to Amari Cooper, you know, now I'll put him behind him, but he's a guy we could see go A tier in the near future. He is young. I think he was a rookie, and he's looking really good. And he's definitely someone that if you guys don't really, if you're not too deep into football, you don't know about him, but you're going to know about him. Amon St. Brown, really good player. I'm going to put him in B tier for now behind Amari Cooper. Antonio Brown, he's very good. We know this. I might put him S tier. I'll put him S tier for now because AB, he's literally one of the best receivers of all time, even though he has some CTE problems, some mental problems. That does not affect his skill. I mean, maybe a little, but you know what I mean. His skill is still insane. He's S tier in my mind. Next up, this should be Brandon Cooks. I mean, it is, but let me just pull up his numbers. 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. I feel like he's a little inconsistent. I think he started the year really good, and he would have these huge games, but he doesn't really, like, follow up with another really good game. It's, like, kind of all over the place with him, and you never really know. But again, the Texans, They don't really have good quarterbacks. Davis Mills isn't terrible, but he's not the best. I'm going to put Brandon Cooks with Allen Robinson. I'll put him above Allen Robinson for now, but that's where I'm putting him. Calvin Ridley. He's going to go behind A.J. Brown in A tier. I'd say he's an A tier receiver, and I'm going to put him there. CeeDee Lamb. This is a weird one to rank because he's young and he's really good. So it's like, how aggressive do I want to get on this? 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns this year. Is he better than A.J. Brown? I would say so, personally. I'm a believer in CeeDee Lamb. I like A.J. Brown too, but I'll put him above him. And yeah, I don't know if that's a hot take, but I'm gonna put CD above A.J. Brown. DJ Chark, he's a good receiver. He was hurt though, and yeah, I'm gonna put DJ Chark like probably above Amari Cooper for now. Actually, maybe right behind him. Actually, I don't know. He's a weird one to rank because he was hurt. So we'll just put him in B for now. But yeah, he's definitely B and above. He's not a C or a D. He's good. So we'll put him in B. Next up, this should be Chris Godwin. Now, he's either at the top of B or at the bottom of A. I'm going to put him at the top of B for now just because I do want to spread out the players. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people in A when it comes down to it, and S also. But he had 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, you could put him A. I like him a lot. I'm just going to put him there for now. Cooper Kupp is S tier. You know, this season I'll put him above Antonio Brown. Cooper Kupp, Triple Crown winner, most receptions, most receiving yards, most receiving touchdowns. He had a crazy year. He's the top of S tier for me right now. I'm not saying he's staying there, but he's there right now. Deebo Samuel, one of the most talked about players in the NFL right now. 1,400 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's a running back too, wide receiver. He could do anything you need him to. Deebo, he's at the top of A. Deebo's at the top of A. He's a very shifty, very fast player, but I don't think he's S tier just because I think S tier players, he could, but for now I'm going to put him A. That's all I'm going to say. I think S tier players kind of have the full package. I don't think Deebo is like that physical. Like, I don't think he's that strong. And if he was, then he would be S tier. I mean, you could put him S tier if you wanted. It's not that big of a deal. Devontae Adams, I don't even got to look at the numbers. He is the best wide receiver in the league. Cooper Kupp had a crazy year. I know that numbers-wise, but when it comes to skill, this is what a lot of people don't understand, and this is a take that I really believe in. You can look at the counting numbers, total passing yards, total receiving yards, total receptions. I don't think that means like you had the most receiving yards. Oh, so you're the best receiver in the league. I don't believe that. So I put Cooper Kupp at like 2, maybe 3, depending on who comes up here. But I think Adams is better, and I know Kupp had better numbers, but I'm still taking Adams. He is better in my opinion. Stephon Diggs, really good player here. I think kind of almost slept on this year. People kind of forgot about him. He didn't start out too hot, but he's gonna go right behind AB. I think I'd still take AB. People, and I'm honestly gonna have AB higher than a lot of people, but when you really think about it, AB, take off or should I judge based on the off the field stuff and like his mental stuff? Because I don't know. I feel like that does play into it, but I'm just gonna go based off straight skill. I think AB's the more skilled player than Stephon Diggs, but you could argue that if you wanted Diggs. DJ Moore is this next player here. Basically 1,200 yards, 4 touchdowns, and DJ Moore, I would put him above Ridley and behind AJ Brown. That's where I'm going with that. DK Metcalf. This is a weird one to rank because scores a lot of touchdowns, basically 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. But this might be a hot take. I'm putting him right below Chris Godwin. I would rather have Chris Godwin. I would rather have all the players above him on my team. Maybe that's a hot take. I feel like it kind of is. But yeah, that's where I'm putting DK. He's a weird one to rank though, for sure. I feel like people have him kind of all over the place. Next one's Elijah Moore, who is a rookie. 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. I think you kind of gotta put him. He only put 11 games. There is promise there. He didn't look terrible. He's pretty quick, but I think you gotta put him in D tier for now. Just be, I'm not saying this is a future projections tier list. This is right now, and based on what we saw, I think he's got to go D for now, or C. You could argue it, but I'm gonna put him D. Hollywood Brown. He doesn't come up because there's so many Browns. Marquise Brown. Okay, let's see the stats. 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. I like him a lot. I don't think he's the most skilled, but he works in that Ravens offense, and I would put him. He's B. He's a B tier receiver, and I mean, I want to put him here, but I low-key think Amari Cooper might be better. No, I'll put him there. I'll put him right there. I'll put him there, but I also could put him like here or even at the end of B, but I'm going to put him right above Amari Cooper. D-Hop. People for some reason forget about DeAndre Hopkins when we're talking receivers. He was hurt this year, but let's be serious. I'm putting Hopkins second. You are okay. Let's say you got a fresh team. Who do you want as your wide receiver one? Hopkins or Kupp? I'm going Hopkins. I know Kupp went crazy, but I'm going Hopkins over Kupp. Hopkins is insane, and I'm putting him second. Renfrow, I like Renfrow a lot. I think he's gonna have a huge breakout year next year if he didn't even have one this year. People could argue that. 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Next year, I think he's gonna go crazy. Remember this video? Hunter Renfrow is gonna go crazy next year. He's a really good route runner, and I would put him right here behind Chris Godwin for now, ahead of Metcalf. That's where I would put him. Next up, we got Jamar Chase. This is gonna be a very interesting one to rank because, wow, 1,400, basically 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. He's been going off in the playoffs, still going. And a lot of people are going to want to see him S tier. Do I put him there? Is he better than Diggs? I would say so. Honestly, yeah, I think you got to put him. I think that's a good spot. You could argue over Kupp, but I don't know. I think that's where you draw the line there. I'll put Chase behind Kupp. And again, AB is a weird one to rank, so I'll put him above AB too. Yeah, I like that. Jarvis Landry, he used to be solid. He's more of like a receptions guy. I don't think he's that good anymore. I don't think Jarvis Landry's that good anymore. I wouldn't want him on my team. Personally, I wouldn't want him. And so I'm going to put Jarvis Landry D tier. You could put him C. I wouldn't be mad, but I'm going to put him D. And D doesn't mean he's the worst receiver in the league. You know what I mean? These are like the best receivers right here that we're ranking. So some of the best have to go in the bottom, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying he's shit, but like out of these guys, he's probably in the D tier. Next up is Jerry Jeudy, who I believe was hurt this year. Yeah, he was. He only played 10 games, 400 yards, 0 touchdowns. I like the guy. His stats don't really show that he was really good because, I mean, he wasn't really good. And so for now, Jerry Jeudy, top of C tier, but honestly, that feels wrong. I feel like he should be higher. But when it comes to ranking him against these guys, I think that's where he goes. You could put him bottom of B, but I think I'm going to put him top of C. Next up is Juju, who was basically out all year. He had 5 games, didn't really put up any numbers. Deontay Johnson was going crazy for the Steelers instead. And I think Juju's going to get paid this offseason if he's a free agent. I hope the Steelers bring him back, honestly, because he's good. And so Juju is going to go. Is he better than Amari Cooper? Trying to think, because it's hard because he didn't play, you know, like the players that didn't play, they were injured, are hard to rank. You know, I believe in him. I believe in Juju, and because of his size, because of his full skill set, I'm gonna put him above players like Marquise Brown, Amari Cooper. Kind of for that reason. Maybe Brown puts up better numbers, but I think if I'm picking a receiver that I want on my team, I'll probably go Juju. I'd probably go Juju. Next up is Julio Jones. Oh my God, this is gonna be a weird one to rank because he's always hurt. He's always hurt, so I feel like we kind of have to take that into account. And wow, he's a tough one. What happened to him, bro? Injuries derailed him. It's really crazy, bro. It's really crazy because I don't know where to put him. Like here? It's strictly based on injuries. If Julio Jones was fully healthy, he's top 4. You know, he's top 4. But his injuries, it's bad. Like it might turn into like a Todd Gurley type of thing where the injuries literally destroy him and force him like out of the league. Like that might happen. So I'm gonna put him there behind Godwin. Justin Jefferson. Oh my God, this is getting crazy because we got Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, 2 of the best young receivers. They went crazy. Jefferson, 1,600 yards, 10 touchdowns. I'm going to put Jefferson right above Jamar Chase, behind Cooper Kupp for now. And honestly, do I think Cooper Kupp keeps this up like next year and the years moving forward? No. I feel like Jamar Chase and Jefferson pass him. That's just me. But this season, we got to put Kupp up there, top 3. That's my take on the whole thing. That's my take. Keenan Allen, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Not the most like flashy player, but Keenan Allen always puts up numbers. And so I'm going to put Keenan Allen. He's a weird one to rank. I definitely put him there. Do I put him higher, though? Should I put him higher? Let me see. So he had 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. A.J. Brown had less numbers, but he played less games. CD. It's a tough one. I'm going to keep him there. You know, if you want to move him up a spot or 2 or take him down a spot or 2, it's whatever. I feel like I got him in the right area. And next up is going to be Kendrick Bourne, who's definitely going to be on the lower side of things here. 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. And I'll put Kendrick Bourne. Out of these players, honestly, he's not terrible. But again, look at who we're putting him up against. These are really good receivers, so I'm going to put him D tier. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to put him D tier. Kenny Galladay had a bad year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 500 yards, 0 touchdowns. He's really just not looked good. I mean, his quarterback and his team situation hasn't been good either. He was solid in Detroit, but yeah, I'm going to have to put Kenny G kind of in a similar spot down there in D tier. Oh, is this who I think it is? Wait, who is? I think that's who I think it is. Hold on. Oh, is that Marvin Jones? Yeah, that's Marvin Jones. Okay. Marvin Jones. He's not going to be too high on my rankings here, but let me just get his exact numbers. So we have him. 800 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's just a player that's solid. Would I want him on my team? Probably not. But he's like an Allen Robinson, you know? So I'll put him there. I'll put him right there behind Allen Robinson. Michael Thomas. This dude has been hurt like crazy. Like, it's been like 2-3 years since he's really played, and he was going crazy like when he was playing. 2020, he played 5 games or 7, started 5 of them. Oh, let's say he gets healthy. You got to put Michael Thomas up here. He's up there for sure. You know, I'll move him down because of the injury thing. Fully healthy, it's a different story. Like Julio Jones too, but again, we got to play into account the whole injury thing. Yeah, I was just thinking, do I want to move AB down more? But nah, we'll keep him there. But yeah, Michael Thomas, we'll put him in the top of A. Mike Evans, he's probably going to be an A tier receiver. Let me just go to the stats. 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. Mike Evans can go right above CD for me. That's where I would put him. Next up, I think it's going to be Mike Williams. And it is 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. He started off really hot. Really hot. If you guys play fantasy football, he was like #1 receiver for the first couple weeks. And he was up there like top 5, top 10 receivers. But he slowed down. Mike Williams, just not an insane receiver in my mind. And for that reason, I'm going to put him C tier, right below Jerry Jeudy. I think that's a good spot for him. Odell, this is going to be another weird one to rank. Because he wasn't doing good in the Browns. They weren't giving the ball. He goes to the Rams, and he starts picking it up. So Odell, man. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to put him. This is tough. This is really tough because he's such a controversial one. But I think with the explosiveness that he brings, and of course the Browns, he wasn't showing us that with the Browns, but we've seen it before, and with the Rams, we're seeing it again. You know what? Let me move him down a little bit. Yeah, there. I'll put him there. Yeah, I like that spot. I feel like if he gets the right team, the right situation, Odell is still solid, and so that's where I'm going to put him. It's debatable for sure, but I still think he has it. Next one, Michael Pittman, a young player that, oh my God, I think I just clicked his father. I think I did. When I was looking up his stats, but basically 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's a really good young receiver. And so for Pittman, I'm going to put Pittman right behind Amon-Ra St. Brown, right there above DJ Chark. I like Pittman a lot. Do I think he's like a generational talent, like S tier type? No, but he's solid. He's solid. Next one here, I think it's going to be Robert Woods, who got hurt. Yes, it is him. 9 games, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. He got hurt, but Robert Woods is solid, and I'm going to put him right at the top of C tier personally. You could put him higher, but I think he's better than Jeudy. Chark, I'd probably rather have Chark. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe he's higher, but that's around the right spot. That's around the right spot. Courtland Sutton is going to be the next one, who 700 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's had it, like, I think it was a couple years ago. He was looking pretty good, but yeah, no. I'm going to put him like here. He's D tier for me. Next one's going to be T. Higgins, who is playing with Jamar Chase. So we can't get all the passes, but 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. T. Higgins is good. And I think I'm going to put him right behind Hunter Renfrow, right above DK. I think that's a good spot for T. Higgins. Next one is Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is really good. Terry McLaurin is really good. And basically 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns with not a good quarterback. I think if Terry gets on the right team, maybe he gets a better quarterback, Terry is probably I would have him over Ridley. DJ Moore, yeah, I'd have him over DJ Moore. Odell, yeah. Keenan Allen, I'll put Terry right there. We'll put Terry McLaurin right there. But I really like Terry McLaurin a lot. Adam Thielen, this is another weird one. He had a lot of touchdowns and then he got hurt. 10 touchdowns, basically 800 yards. Oh, this is a weird one. I'll put Thielen right behind C. Higgins in the B tier. I feel like that's a solid spot for him. That's personally where I would put him. Next up is Tyler Lockett, who has almost 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. I don't think he's an elite receiver. He can put up numbers. He can have those big games. He's kind of inconsistent. And Tyler Lockett, Man, I don't know where to put him, man. Tyler Lockett. Cuz he has better stats than a lot of these guys. But do I think he's better than them? Not really. I wonder what Seahawks fans would say. Do they like Lockett or do they like Metcalf? Because I know Metcalf was getting a lot of hate or like a lot of like slack. I think he was dropping passes or something. But Lockett, man, this is a weird one. I don't know. I got to put him somewhere. And I don't want to put him too low. I think I'll put him right ahead of Chark. No, behind Chark. I'm going to put him at the top of C, honestly. I'm going to put him at the top of C. But that feels bad because he had 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. He should probably be higher, but I would rather have these players than Lockett. That's just me. Tyreek Hill. Man, where do I put him? Because we know he's going to go S tier. Tyreek Hill is S tier. 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. The fastest player in the league, I'm pretty sure. He's insanely fast. I almost want to put him above Cup. You know, oh my God. I don't know how to feel about this, but I might put him second best because just how quick he is, just what he adds to an offense. Oh my God. It's probably not right. You know what I mean? It's probably not right to put him above Cup. But, yeah, regardless, if you have Cup number 1 or number 2 or whatever, then that's fine. I would take Hill, though. I would take Hill. Who's this going to be? Jalen Waddle? Yes, sir. 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Waddle looking pretty good. He's showing promise. I'll put him at the top of C. Next up, Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith. I like him a lot. 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. I think he looked good, personally. I think he has a lot of promise. Hurts didn't play amazing, and that offense just wasn't amazing. But Devonta Smith, I would put him right here. Actually, should I put Waddle higher? I'll put Waddle higher. I'll put him right behind Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, we'll put him there. Next up, Diontae Johnson, the last receiver, and one of my favorite receivers. I am a Steelers fan here. Diontae had almost 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, and I would put Diontae Johnson personally. I'm not putting him here, by the way. I'm just thinking, do I want to put him here? Diontae Johnson. Yeah, I'll put him ahead of T. Higgins, but right behind Renfrow. I think I would rather have Renfrow. But Diontae Johnson is so quick. His only problem is he drops a lot of passes. If he gets that down, because obviously as a receiver, you need to catch passes. If he could start catching more passes, he can definitely fly up these rankings because he is so quick and just so good. He's a good route runner, but he just drops a lot of passes. So yeah, this is what I think I'm going with here for my receiver rankings. Do I have Hopkins too high? Should I move Hopkins down? Let me see. 10 games, 500 yards, 8 touchdowns. Personally, I'm going to keep him there. Yeah, I'm going to keep him there. But if you want to put it like this and even move him down to here even, that's fine. I'm going to put him up there though, personally. Let me know right now. Give me your top 5 receivers like this, how I just based it on. Give me your top 5. Give me top 5 in the comments. If you're still watching, comment your top 5. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like. Like I said, 30 likes for the running back tier list. Sub up if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.